January 6 prisoners singing the national anthem at 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. rather. Let's see it. Here we go.
These are men in detention in Washington, D.C.
Oh, shit. I didn't know this was Greg Kelly. I'm surprised he doesn't sing along with them. And, singing?
6 protesters still in custody. This photograph was taken last night, and there they are actually singing the national anthem.
Why the fuck are you blurring their faces out?
I'm told this is a nightly ritual for the 30 or 40 so still in custody. And many of us believe they should not be there, but they...
What, based on what, fucko? Based on what? You don't think shitting in the Capitol and trying to interrupt the counting of the Electoral College and the certification of the election in our democracy is even an impediment? They should have been basically community service. You know, let them clean the toilets in the Capitol for 10 years.
Finally had a very high-profile visit. Louis Gohmert, Congressman, and Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, Republican of Georgia.
Oh, good Lord. She's still wearing the clam dress. All right.
She got inside. She
came straight from a Ren fair.
Those patriots. Congresswoman, first of all, welcome back to Newsmax. How are you?
I'm doing well.
I'm just happy to be here at Flags R Us. I'm glad they had an extra chair for me while I wait for my next flag dress to be made.
Greg, thank you. It's good to see you tonight.
Good to. How are they doing?
Yeah. Tell us how they're doing. And by they, I mean all the other prisoners in the United States. Oh, wait.
Doing well. You know, I've been trying for months and months to get in the jail. I've been requesting a tour.
I have a suggestion of a way that would make it very easy for you to get in jail. Give the January 6th committee your cell phone. Gonna guess that would do it. I mean, just whip, and that's like that'll lube you right in the door.
The entire jail, not just the Patriot Wing, but finally.
Yeah, no, I mean, you want a tour of the whole thing, you know what I mean? You want to see old Sparky? They don't have one, but, you know, you can ask, right? Is there a gas chamber? Can I see that? Do y'all have pictures of everybody who croaked in it? I know, you guys have, like, on every floor, like a little room where there's, like, a ring of keys on the wall. Is it possible I could get a selfie in there somewhere near the buttons and the code?
After just fighting and refusing to give up and even going to the mayor's office and demanding a visit at the DC jail, we got in last night. I received the call less than 15 minutes notice that I had to be at the jail at 6:30.
The nerve. I mean, honestly. Don't they realize you're a congressperson? It's almost like they have to feed and move and incarcerate murderers, serial rapists, fraudsters, and run-of-the-mill Jan 6 insurrectionists who would like to toss a Molotov cocktail into the White House as soon as they get out.
Found that out when I was walking off the floor, and I called Louis Gohmert and asked him if he would like to come.
Yeah, because you got to have a wingman
with me. And so myself, 4 members of my staff, Congressman Gohmert, and 2 members of his staff, we went to the jail last night and toured the jail along with the City Council of Washington, D.C.
Toured? Okay.
But we were on our way being taken to leave the jail, and we had not seen the January 6th defendants yet.
And when she says not seen, she means not seen.
And I asked them, I said, you know, part of this tour is for us to see the January 6th defendants. And then they proceeded.
November 2nd, 2021, U.S. Marshal Office of Public Affairs. That's the report. It explains all that this woman is off her trolley. Right. Oh, of course, it's ridiculous. That's why she wants to read it. Because if it said what she said it said, she wouldn't have to read it. She could just cite it and go look.
Tell me no, that that was not part of my tour. Well, I wasn't having it, Greg, and I was going to.
Yeah, there was no way I was going to not see them. And if I'm there, there's no way they're Nazi. They're Nazi going to see me.
Scorched earth on those people, and I told them it was going to be very bad.
Scorched earth. Scorched earth. Get fucked. These people are running a correctional facility. This isn't on the Washington, D.C. tour list.
If I had to leave that jail last night without seeing the January 6th defendants, and then they made some phone calls and they changed their mind and they allowed me to go in along with Congressman Gohmert and our staff. And Greg, I want to tell you, when we walked into that section of the jail that is completely separate from the rest of the inmates.
Yeah. And by the way, that's how you want it, insurrectionists. You don't want to be in Gen Pop complaining about gluten-free food and how your thumb hurts in front of a bunch of dudes who were in there for their 9th weapons charge, the last one being that they walked up and snuffed somebody and ran off with their car, or some dude who's in there, for the 3rd time on sexual assault charges that have gotten up all the way to forcible sodomy, and now he's waiting trial on 9 counts, and he's trying to bargain his case down by telling him where there's a body buried. That's the side of the jail you want to be in. Yeah.
And the other pretrial defendants there. What I saw is what appeared to be men who were political prisoners of war.
Of war. Political prisoners of war. Oh, so they had declared war. You're officially saying they declared war on the United States. Yeah, I'm sorry. If you're a political prisoner of war, you're not a political prisoner. It's the war part you're in there for. What the living fuck?
And they had thought that they were forgotten. They had thought that they, everyone didn't.
Oh, no. They're not forgotten. They've all got upcoming trial dates.
About them. They felt hopeless, but when we walked in, it was a complete change.
Still in jail. Yeah, fucko. Let's see. I had to do this. I'm glad they put this up there. Let's see. New window. That doesn't seem like a lot, by the way. Are they going to flip through? Okay. Let's see. Let's see what... Let's just take the first guy. Ryan Nichols, Capital. Here we go. Now, why would he be in jail? I mean, he could have, I don't know, maybe he could have pled down and been, East Texas man rejects plea deal in Capitol riot case. An East Texas man who's charged in the January 6th riot has rejected a plea deal offer from the government prosecutors. Alex Harkrider, a 34-year-old Carter man who was released on bond back in April until his trial. He's charged along with 30-year-old Ryan Nichols, a Longview resident, of several crimes stemming from the riot, ranging from civil disorder to assaulting federal officers. That might be why he's in jail. But he's a political prisoner, is he? Because his buddy who did the same shit is home. Not political prisonering, apparently. Yeah, these are Gohmert people, right? He probably, we're going to find out his staff arranged the flights. That's why he needs to be in there. Harkrider's D.C.-based attorney Kira West announced in a hearing on Wednesday that Harkrider would not be taking a plea offer. There was no mention of what kind of deal the U.S. Attorney's Office had brought to him. Prosecutors told Judge Hogan that there was a substantial amount of evidence that they were going through and would be providing to both Harkrider and Nichols' respective attorneys. U.S. Assistant Attorney Daniel Jones, Danielle Jones, announced to Hogan that it could be another 69 days to go through all the data. Harkrider has been out on bond since April, so he's obviously, if he's not eating gluten-free, it's kind of on him. And has been keeping to his pretrial restrictions. Oh, that's weird. So he's been denying himself his own freedoms. Last week, Hogan agreed with a motion filed by West that would allow him not to wear an electronic monitoring around his ankle. Oh, so he's not only out, he doesn't have to even... All right. So catch and release, I guess. Is that a good way to describe this? One of the dudes who helped this asshole beat up federal officers is out on catch and release. All right. The device did not keep precise GPS location, but instead alerted pretrial officers when Harkrider left his house. Buck Files, a defense attorney from East Texas representing Nichols, said the teleconferencing hearing that the prosecutors have been a delight to work with. You know, that's, I mean, you look at that and the regimes around the world, and then we do mean regime, like the North Koreans or the Russians or the Chinese, oftentimes, you know, a delight to work with. He remarked that the amount of evidence is highly unusual, but expected to give the unique circumstances of the Capitol riot case. You mean all the fucking video of his dumbass client posting his own videos and then other people's videos? He also said that Nichols was eager to proceed to a plea agreement, but he was waiting to review the evidence against him. He is still sitting in a federal facility in the D.C. area. He could, I'm pretty sure he knows what he posted. Files told Hogan that there were 32 prisoners in Nichols' pod. That's the Patriots of D. Cell block D, I guess. But only 2 tablets available to them that could review documents and other evidence with their lawyers. Nichols has rarely had the chance in jail to use the tablets. Somebody's already playing Fruit Ninja on it all the time. God damn it. Files also told the court that he had personally traveled twice to Washington to visit Nichols since his arrest, totaling about 5 total hours with him. The 2 are charged with nearly a dozen federal crimes, between them including civil disorder, obstruction of an official proceeding, which is, by the way, this is the insurrection part. Assaulting officers using dangerous weapons. That's the dude who's still in fucking jail. Theft of government property. That's the dude who's out without even an ankle monitor. Entering a restricted building or grounds with a deadly weapon. Both of these fuckers. Disorderly conduct in a restricted building with a deadly weapon. Both of them. One of them's out, one of them ain't. Unlawful possession of a dangerous weapon on Capitol grounds. Both of them. One of them's out, one of them ain't. Disorderly conduct in Capitol building. Both of them. Act of physical violence in the Capitol. And that's against a human being. Parading, demonstrating, or picketing in the Capitol. Which is what, you know, even like people who have to be taken out that are protesting, you know, the health, like the ACA not having, you know, more coverage in it and those kind of things, or denial of Medicare or Medicaid benefits, those kind of things. Those people get charged in that. Somehow these guys are supposed to be able to dodge that shit. People who are you know, protesting rollbacks in the ADA, they get charged with that shit, and they just sit with it. They accept it as part of the gig. People who are literally using a straw or one hand to move their wheelchair around, they're proud Americans enough to take on the chin the law that they are breaking to get their point across. Meanwhile, these guys think that shouldn't apply to me. I got permission from the guy who was no longer president. 20-page Department of Justice arrest warrant lists out in great detail how the two planned on storming the Capitol for weeks, and how they posted several times to social media bragging about the riot. 2 witnesses separately contacted the FBI, and agents ran a search of both of their Facebook pages, which include numerous photographs and videos. In one photo, the 2 men are standing in front of the shattered window at the Capitol saying, "We ain't done yet, we just got started." In a video obtained by FBI, this is just the first fucker. I just grabbed the first guy on the list. I didn't cherry pick this. I just grabbed Nichols because he was up in the upper left corner. Apparently, in this picture, this grinning prick, that's the picture they took. That's his booking photo, it seems. And these aren't, yeah. No, these aren't in alphabetical order. So apparently, this just struck Greg Kelly's team as the guy they most wanted to get out of jail. In a video obtained by FBI agents, a man that appears to be Nichols yelling into a bullhorn, "If you have a weapon, you need to get your weapon." Along with, "This is the second revolution right here, folks. This is not a peaceful protest." Dude, take the deal. The warrant alleges that Nichols and Harkrider were identified in a separate video, forcing their way into the Capitol building. The video shows Nichols allegedly grabbing a large red aerosol can and sprayed it towards Capitol police officers. In another Facebook post, Nichols tagged Harkrider, saying they were feeling pissed off. They wrote, "We're in 2 people killed already. We need all the patriots in this country to rally the fuck up and fight for our freedom, or it's gone forever." Nichols also fought back against the baseless conspiracy theory that it was members of Antifa that stormed the Capitol and not President Trump supporters. He wrote, "Sure, there may have been some Antifa in D.C., but there wasn't enough to storm the Capitol themselves." Dude, these guys do not know when to quit while they're ahead. No wonder his attorney's like, "They've been lovely. I'm dealing with a fucking lunatic." I mean, the prosecutors are the brightest part of my day. They keep trying to help me get this prick out of jail, and he's just not coming. I don't know how I got this fucking... March of last year, Nichols gained attention when begging for sewing machines and materials to make masks at the onset of the COVID-19. He appeared on the Ellen TV show in 2018 after driving more than 18 hours to North Carolina to help people get to safety. Along the way, he found 6 dogs locked in cages, trapped by rising floodwaters. Ellen presented him with a check for $25,000 that would be donated to the Humane Society in his name. Oh, Ellen. You never were a good judge of character. You even let me in your house. Yeah, 2 people dead already, and we're just getting started. Bring your weapons. We're going to fuck things up. Yeah. I mean, he sounds like a patriot. That sounds like patriot stuff. That's just that guy.
They came flooding out of their cells and coming down the stairs and coming to the common.
I bet they did.
They came flooding out of their cells and coming down the stairs and coming to the common area where we...
Sorry. I mean, gets lonely in jail. Yeah, how are you supposed to make the case that these people are being tortured and apparently they can just kind of roam around?
In cheering.
I mean, they were just coming down the stairs. I mean, yeah, like I said, you get pent up.
Laughing and crying because they had not seen anyone come in there and had felt like no one cared about them.
Don't. I'm in double entendre hell right now.
Now, I want to also say this, Greg. These are men that are charged with crimes, and I'm not defending what they had done at the Capitol, and I'm not defending the right.
The fuck you aren't. You're calling them political prisoners of war. Of course you're defending them.
Because I did not like the riot, but what I am there for.
Yeah, because they lost.
And the reason why I'm standing up for this issue is I am solidly against political witch hunts, and I'm against what's happening to these.
What do you mean? What witch hunt? You just said you didn't like what they did. You weren't defending what they did, and then you just called the charges against them witch hunts. You fucking knucklehead. Jesus Christ. This guy's buddy who did the same shit he did is already out of jail. He's fucking home. He doesn't even have to wear an ankle monitor. The dude stayed in because he doesn't want to take a plea deal because he beat a fucking cop up. God damn it. Where is this? Where in this? What is the witch hunt part of this shit? Witch hunt?
and how they're being treated. And I do believe in due process. I believe in justice. I believe in our court system. And I don't.
No, you do not, because you have been shitting all over it the entire time you've been there. If you believed in our court system, you would bring up the fact that one of the people, because you can see that monitor, they show you when I've done these kind of shows, not shitty ones like Newsmax, real news, but when you do it, you see on one of the monitors that's in front of you, even if you're from a remote location, shows you what's on screen. So you can see if you're on screen or the other person's talking, or if they got a graphic up, you can see what graphic they're talking about in case they need to tell you, hey, we're talking about this thing. Right? In all of that, you could see what they just put up. You met this asshole, right? You didn't bother to go through, do the due diligence. You had 4 staff members. You didn't have one whisper to you. That's the Nichols dude. He tried to shove a flagpole with a Blue Lives Matter flag on it up a cop's ass. Maybe, yeah, just talk to the other guy. Yeah, all he did was shit in the rotunda.
Politics should have anything to do with it. And these are men that have
politics? What the fuck are you talking about? That's why they stormed the Capitol. You just called them political prisoners, and we shouldn't let politics be about them. What? What is this? I'm starting to smell burnt toast. Is toast burning? Is toast burning? I smell cooking. Oh, good. Okay.
committed misdemeanors, and they have been held for nearly 10 months now, some of them. Since
No. None of those people also have misdemeanors. They have misdemeanors as part of their charges, but some of their crimes are not misdemeanors. Dum-dum. Now, if you want to make a case that according to Marjorie Taylor Greene, so far in what we've been talking about, this smash rag thinks that assaulting officers using a deadly weapon should be a misdemeanor and should be shrugged off.
they were arrested in January, and it's time for America to wake up. We can't allow this to happen in our country.
Yeah, we gotta wake up. We can't allow this to happen. How about don't let the insurrection happen in the first place, dum-dum?